Hello, welcome to American Dream Life, where we keep exploring topics how to grow our beliefs and become a united human being. Today, another topic to explore is around pathway, and I get to share a bit of a personal experience with it, as well as sharing some tips on how to be a pathway. So let's go for it. In a preview, I mentioned a question. Did you ever ask yourself a question? Why it has to be me? Why can why cannot someone else do it or go for it? So um, I believe and trust you that you did ask yourself that question, or ask somebody else that told you to actually go for it, and you were not ready for it, and you felt that you rather wait for somebody else to do it. So that's about the pathway, and how to be not so much in doing, but how to be in the pathway is that willingness to go forward, and understanding that each of us have a journey, and it uh, creating a pathway for somebody else, and it could be in a family. We creating a legacy for our children. We create a pathway for others that possibly feeling some being lost on theirs, and looking for some inspiration, and feeling empowered when they see that that you decided to go on that pathway, and they want to go in this direction. It's give them that encouragement and empowerment and inspiration to follow your footsteps, and that kind of brings some courage as well, because now they know, well, somebody else did it, so I can do it as well. So that's the importance of being that in a path of the pathway. Some kind of reflections and on that, as well as I promised, sharing a bit of a personal story, being a firstborn. And if you are, you probably relate even more to it. Many times it's uh, you got to go first because you are firstborn, and in the families, many times, even if when it get to the point that there's some other kids, siblings that you have, many times it's still because you are first, it's like almost natural for you to go before somebody else, and sometimes it kind of can create that resistance, and I experienced that as well in my life when I was born first, and uh, been in a family for about 7 years before my brother was born. And it seems like all of a sudden I was still kind of, because I was first, I get to actually do things first and continue to do things. And it seems like my brother many times felt like I felt kind of on occasion that he is not asked so many times like I was, because he was a baby in a family. So that's kind of thing. But I think it helped me also to understand deeper after that understanding that I just shared with you. Hello, whoever joined, uh, about around that the importance is of creating that legacy for others, creating that pathway and courage. And it's sometimes it can be scary, and there's some kind of fear showing up, uh, and questioning why me. I just want to hold on this time, and don't go this time, and understanding that that it's kind of the purpose to create that pathway, to be a pathway, so others can potentially join you or get inspired on it. And and coming back to my personal experience as well. Many times later in life, it wasn't, I kind of just share a bit of a personal on being firstborn, and that kind of almost grooming for the leadership position. And later in life, when we moved to United States, there's a lot of kind of was push as well for me to go, because I was the one that had probably the most English skills. I was studying English back in Poland, and many times I was kind of sent first to take care of things because of that. So that was another kind of thing, creating that pathway. And sometimes I didn't know better. So that was a new kind of exploration and discovery, and many times met with some resistance from the others that didn't take that path, or choose not to do it, or did differently. So sometimes it was even judgment involved, and me standing in the pathway, and kind of being true to myself, help actually others to choose choose that later on. And that was really nice to see it, that and that another kind of brings importance of being in that pathway, because of if you talk yourself out of it, especially if you allow others to talk your from the pathway, you might you might actually lose that chance to bring that legacy, and to bring that inspiration, empowerment for others as well, and for yourself actually, because it's you feel even more empowered when you see that that you were that potentially way for others to move, and to go forward. And that's kind of incredible feeling as well. So sometimes, like I had mentioned, it's it's I don't know, you don't feel like doing it and being it, but knowing that it's for the higher purpose, it definitely can bring some more encouragement to move forward and be the pathway, so other can be helpful for others, and be of service to others. That's kind of part of that as well, that we have those purposes in life. So I share a bit of personal stories, and the feelings around it, and how that kind of came with creating that pathway. And still, I also looking up to some others to see if it's something that it resonates more with me, and they possibly further in their journey, and how I can pick up something to get encouraged to continue with my pathway. So it's not just leadership position, and keep moving forward first, but also take when you kind of feel that you know where you want to go. That's something that you shouldn't the best is when you really kind of sit with yourself and determine yourself, then asking others. And especially in times right now, that becoming even more important, that it's might be harder to find the answers outside, and more tuning in to your intuition, to your higher self, to find the answers, and to to know that you on the right track, the right taking the right pathway, and then moving forward with that, and knowing that you actually not alone, because many times that's kind of my feeling, personal feeling, was that if I will take that pathway, and it seems like unknown to me, and not known to others in my environment, it will be kind of lonely, and I don't know if I can do it. Can I trust myself to do it? And that kind of unknown factor, and me being kind of very analytical, was kind of hard to swallow. However, with some encouragement and sometimes knowing that it's for the better good or to service others, moving forward with that. And later, and especially right now, learning more and more that I also can actually look up to others that may be further in their journey. And I discovered that it leading me in that direction that they decided to take, and taking some tips and asking for some support. It's also, there's nothing wrong with it, and it's highly encouraged. So, so we can create that belief, growing the beliefs, and become more united, and live the American dream. So that's about on the topic. This is being live broadcast on at Facebook group and YouTube channel under American Dream Live community, and coming on Thursday today a bit earlier to share some messages around different topics that actually related to that American dream, and growing the beliefs and becoming a united human being. And that the unity is so necessary right now to actually find the answers to be more united within ourselves. That's kind of the starting point before we can be more united with others and living the American dream. And feel free to share about what resonates with you in the comment sections, and or your reflection on the topic, how to be pathway. And you can also subscribe to YouTube channel to get the notification, or hit notification button when I'm coming live, and I'm scheduling. It's usually ahead of time, so you can know when to join, and or catch up later on some messages that I'm sharing here. And feel free to, like I had mentioned, to post comments and around the topics and what resonated with the message, and sending you lots of love, joy, and peace. Until next time, take care.